Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, I got a pretty interesting topic, and the topic is reacting to ESPN top 10 or top NBA player ranking. So that's the topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also, be sure to check out our Dreamerspro Podcast, which we have linked in the description below. And with that being said, let's just get into the content right here. Now, man, oh man. Excuse me, I just had some coffee. Excuse me. So let's just get into the list here. It seems like every year, ESPN releases this list. They get flamed. Like, they just get roasted for their foolishness. It happens every single year. And I'm beginning to believe that ESPN, sadly to say, that they do this for attention. As big as they are, ESPN is still kind of clickbaiting people and sensationalizing things to get people to draw attention to them. Now, let me tell you why that's sad, right? I can understand if it's a small channel, small media company, independent media company like us. We're near 6,000 subs, right? So we need to work extra hard to compete for people's attention because, quite frankly, there's a lot of basketball content out there, and you got to be really sharp to even get views on this thing. Yeah, there's some channels that grow, but there are a lot that are not growing, trust me. So I understand that. However, do y'all know that ESPN, last time I checked, gets like 500 million hits a month just on their website? 500 million hits a month. I'm not even going to break down how much money ESPN makes. It's absurd, right? ESPN is too big, and they have way too much money to be doing stuff like this. But anyway, let me just get through the list. I'm going to run through their list, and I'm going to give you guys my list, and then I'm going to hear what you guys think. And then you guys please let me know what your list would be, your top 20 at least, in the comment section if you have the time. If you don't have the time, just put a top 10. And if you don't really have the time, put a top 5. Anyway, let's start from 20. Oh, God, here we go. Number 20, they got PG. Number 19, they got Zion. Number 18, they got Donovan Mitchell. Number 19, they got Devin Booker. Number 16, they got Ben Simmons. Come on, son. Come on. Number 15, they got Chris Paul. Number 14, they got Joel Embiid. Number 13, they have Bam Adebayo. Number 12, they got Jimmy Butler. Number 11, they got Jason Tatum. Number 9, they got James Harden. Number 8, they got Stephen Curry. Number 7, they have Damian Lillard. Number 6, they got KD. Oh, God. Number 5, they got Kawhi Leonard. Number 4, they got Luka. Number 3, they got Giannis. Number 2, they got AD. Yo. And number 1, they got LeBron. All right, man. I'm already 3 minutes into this video, and I'm tired already. So anyway, all right. So let me just go through my list. Let me just get my top 20 list off, and then let's unload on these people. Number 20 on my list, I got Kyrie Irving, right? Kyrie Irving, I don't give a damn what list you put together. If you're going to have a top 20 NBA players, Kyrie Irving needs to be on that list. That's just what. Kyrie Irving can score with the best of these guys. He's not the best defender, but as far as being a box office draw, an NBA champion, clutch, I got to have Kyrie Irving in my top 20. Number 19, I have Pascal Siakam. And number 19, NBA champion, most improved player of the year, all-star, had a great season last season. His team made it deep into the playoffs. Granted, they did not break through, but they did very well. I got Pascal Siakam up there. Number 18, I got Paul George. 2 years ago, he finished in the finalists for MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, had great numbers. Last season, although he was injured, PG can ball, one of the best two-way players in the NBA. Let me say this. He was inconsistent on offense last season in the playoffs, but on defense, Paul George ain't no joke, man. Paul George is an amazing defender. Amazing. Like, I'm not even going to hold that against him. He's legit. Number 17 on my list, I got Donovan Mitchell. How can you not have Donovan Mitchell at number 7? Did you see? I mean, Donovan Mitchell is sensational. Number 16, I got Bam Adebayo. He's a fantastic player, but he's still developing. Number 15, I got Chris Paul because, I mean, the guy was one of the top vote getters for MVP. You saw what he did with his team. Most people didn't even project the Oklahoma City Thunder to even make the playoffs after they lost Paul George and Russell Westbrook, and they were in the playoffs, and they were a really, really, really good team. So I got Chris Paul in there. I mean, he had a fantastic season with his numbers and his leadership. So Chris Paul. Number 14, I got James Harden, because I don't think James Harden should be ranked any higher. I'm sorry. I got players that I think should be ranked higher than James Harden. Number 13, I got Jamal Murray. How the hell does James Harden get ranked ahead of Jamal? Did y'all see what Jamal Murray did in the playoffs last season? Did you see their team? The Denver Nuggets were the number 3 seed, I believe it was, in the Western Conference. How does Jamal Murray not ranked higher than James Harden anyway? Number 12, I got Damian Lillard for obvious reasons. We don't need to say much about it, but Damian Lillard is not in the top 10. Come on, man. He's great, but not after last season's performance in the playoffs, right? Like, I have other people ahead of him. Number 11, I have Jason Tatum at number 11, actually, ahead of Damian Lillard, because his team goes farther in the playoffs, man. Like, his team goes farther in the playoffs. Yes, they lost in 7 games to the defending champions, but that's the defending champions they lost to, right? So I got with the Lakers and the Blazers, it wasn't even competitive. So I got Jason Tatum. Number 10, I got Klay Thompson at number 10. How the hell are they going to leave Klay Thompson off of this list? Klay freaking Thompson. Have people forgotten just how good of an NBA player and just how efficient of a basketball player Klay Thompson is? Klay Thompson, to me, deserves to be in the top 10. This is just me. Number 9, I got Nikola Jokic. For obvious reasons. He's a monster. He's unguardable. Probably the best big man in basketball. Some people may argue Anthony Davis, but Nikola Jokic is number 9 to me. Number 8, I got Luka Doncic. Now, Luka Doncic is an amazing player, but Luka Doncic has never been out of the first round, son. He's never been out of the first round, so how am I going to start ranking him ahead of other people? And how can I rank him ahead of this person? Jimmy Butler. I have Jimmy Butler at number 7. How can we rank Luka ahead of Jimmy Butler when Jimmy Butler just came from the finals? And in the finals, his team was completely overmatched, and I think he had the greatest single game performance I have ever seen in a finals game. Was the game that Jimmy Butler had, in my opinion. That was the greatest single performance NBA finals game I have ever seen, was the game that Jimmy Butler played. This is just my opinion. There's no way I'm leaving Jimmy Butler off of that list after his team just made it to the NBA finals with the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler is number 7 to me. Number 6, I got AD, right? AD is not... When did Anthony Davis become the second best player in the world? Okay, because there's some people, he's the best. All right, so when AD was by himself, when he was with, not by himself, when he was with the New Orleans Pelicans, with Rajon Rondo, with Drew Holiday. Holiday was there, and these guys. What did he do? He's only made it out of the first round once, and now all of a sudden, Anthony Davis is the number 2 player in the number 2. Whatever. Number 5, I got Stephen Curry. Did people forget about Stephen Curry? Like, did we forget about the back-to-back regular season MVP, Stephen Curry, the guy that just revolutionized basketball? Stephen Curry, one of the best scorers ever, that can score off the ball with a live dribble, one of the best 3-point shooters in history. Did we forget about Stephen Curry? Anthony Davis ain't ranked ahead of no damn Stephen Curry. Stop that. Stephen Curry's ahead of Anthony Davis. Number 4, I got Giannis. I think he's there. Giannis needs to take the next step. He's a back-to-back regular season MVP and Defensive Player of the Year, which is fantastic. But Giannis ain't better than the next 3 players I'm about to say. Giannis is not better than the next 3 players. Number 3, I got Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, for the fact that they got Kevin Durant number 6 on that list, that should have been enough reason for us to take that list and throw it in the toilet. If you got any list of an NBA top players and Kevin Durant is not in the top 3, that is the most bogus list you could come up with. There's no way you want to slice it that Kevin Durant is not a top 3 player in the NBA. Some people will argue number one, and you would have a good argument if you argue KD is number one, because there's an argument to be made. So Kevin Durant is number 3 for me. Number 2 is Kawhi Leonard, right? Number 2 is Kawhi. He was number 2, I believe it was, last season, if I'm not mistaken, to Giannis is number 1, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they had LeBron number 3. But I would take Kawhi Leonard. Oh, first of all, I think Kawhi Leonard and KD is a toss-up. If you want KD, no problems with me. I prefer Kawhi because of the two-way play. But if you want KD, I would not argue with you. I would rather have Kawhi Leonard. And I think all of those players I just listed, Kawhi Leonard is better than every single one of them. All of the players I listed before, he's better than all of them, all in my opinion. And number 1, I would give it to LeBron James out of respect. Out of respect, I would say, you know what, man? You just won an NBA Finals MVP award. You have number 1. Although I think Kawhi Leonard is better, but out of respect to LeBron James, let him have number 1. Doubt LeBron James, because he won the title, let him have number 1. He's an all-time great. I have no problem conceding number 1 to him for this season. I would still pick Kawhi Leonard, but I concede that to him. So I think they got that right. And that's about it. I think the only thing they got right was their number 1 pick. Everything else was a shambles. So what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think about ESPN's list? What do you think about my list? What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? What's your top 10? What's your top 5? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro. Wishing you guys an amazing day. Peace.